Fairy Tale 346 viewer comments. Flare. Okay, just a few panels, but she keeps going. She's a constant all through this. All right, we're gonna bounce around a little bit. Okay, Kaisuke Nakamura. That might even be close to pronouncing that right. Mr. Rampage, can we start our own manga now? Well, there's not a lot of manga teams. It's usually somebody's world and everybody else is supporting it. And, you know, if I was supporting your world, eventually I'd want to break off and do my own thing. And then it's the same as if you were supporting me with my world, because it wouldn't be your world. It'd be my world. And your world is... But anyway, you get the idea. So it's a fun idea. Like, plus, I'd really rather be a director. I'd rather make, like, 10 Naruto movies and put 3 or 4 of them out a year. I would just love to do that. That would be so fantastic. But I like the idea. It's pretty cool. All right. Appreciate your comment. All right. And this is about having fun, and definitely Fairy Tale. If anybody's doing Fairy Tale, and that's what happens. People forget to have fun. And Flare. Wow. Ooh, okay. Anyway, Loyal Spiral. I don't see why he was trying to add Flare in. She didn't have much going for her. Apart from that, her bust was nearly flailing around like most of the other females. I would say more. This is Fairy Tale, so we can expand on the breasts thing here a little bit. I defy anybody watching this video. Tell me a character in Fairy Tale that constantly has a uniform that much breast spilling out. Okay, Lucy's always getting in but I mean that's just that Flare's got her own level of Fairy Tale going on. But anyway, it's just my. But I mean, is there another female character that's constantly got what percentage? 80% of her breasts out, or what have you, or 75, however you want to put that, because that's probably 80%. Pretty freaking high. But anyway, okay. But she is just sadistic and willing to kill a child. That's where I drew the line. I said it's too freaking much. It doesn't make things very interesting. Her magic is pretty original, though. But apart from that, there's nothing else good about her. She is pretty much useless. She's a psycho chick, too. I mean, even beyond that, there was fun potential with her, but she's kind of aggressive, psycho chick. She's kind of and she likes being around the other girls, which is fine, whatever. I mean, she's kind of like a mean, vicious, insane Kanna, kind of. Just my opinion, my spin on her. She's, but the child thing broke it for me. Sorry, I can't. Violence against children, I'm really not down with that, unless they're Wendy, because she's the actual fire. Okay, that's her circumstance. So if somebody took Wendy and threatened to kill her, so I mean, parsing the stuff here, that would be different because, like I say, she's basically like a warrior. Whatever. But anyway, but this innocent bystander kid, no. Anyway. Okay, and then, appreciate your comment, by the way, and I agree with it. So I don't know, that doesn't make it right. That means, well, actually, probably does. Anyway, to be Water for Life. I don't think Flare is a good guy now. All she did was even the odds. That's what I'm suspecting. I think she's making sure that they don't fall in the hands of the bounty hunters because she wants them, or her guild, or whatever the hell she's want. I want her to be evil so bad because it would make sense. Anything else is just ridiculous. Okay. That tattoo on her obviously represents a dark guild, and they probably want to form an alliance with Fairy Tale so as to prevent Minerva's guild from gaining power or something. I wouldn't be surprised if Natsu and Urza get saved by more dark guild members, either with Flare or even in different guilds. I don't see a time limit on this kid ability. I think the arc will be about trying to restore their forms and fight Minerva. Well, that's where we disagree. But I've been wrong many times before, and I could be wrong on this. I think that is a temporary thing with a time limit on it. Okay? But then again, if I'm wrong, then what you're saying is going to be interesting. And it's actually it's a legitimate degrading of their abilities. It's going to make it much more difficult for them to fight to achieve what they do, and then of course at the end they'll get out of it and they'll beat everybody up. So if that's, it makes sense. It isn't that it doesn't make sense. It's just, I think ability wise it's a little overpowered to be able to shrink someone down like that forever. I think that just as an ability, it's too much. Just my opinion. Okay, and let's see. Karagor Seizu has some comments. Not much story progression in this chapter. What I like, however, is the fact that Hiro is expanding the fairy tale universe. Yes. Yes, indeed. First the giants, and now someone who isn't all human. I hope this isn't a one-time thing that's holding no relevance once the arc ends, and that there is a lot more to unveil when it comes to the fairy tale world. Here's my take on Flare. Here we go. I'm really happy that someone showed up. It will be a nice change from the same Natsu team members. My only hope is that Yuvia did not decide to tag along with her, because I can only see a repeating gag of Flare's affection toward Lucy. Giving us more of Grey Yuvia routine would just be overkill. It would be... It would... Flare does come across as Lucy's crazy girlfriend. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's how it looks like. It would also be, but then again, everybody's trying to be around Lucy. So anyway, it would also be nice if Flare is there with some other fellow members of her new guild, as that would give us some more, hopefully interesting characters and provide more diversity to the abuse of the main fairy tale character cast. Yet something that I didn't say before. That is an awesome potential. The whole idea that maybe even other guilds, a lot of guilds have been drawn into this, and we'll get to see maybe some rematches, some fights, some different combos. So I'm actually looking pretty forward to this. I don't remember the name of the arc, but the whole thing where they were on the island, it was before, the giant dragon showed up and all that. So you know what I'm talking about. But big fights like that, looks like this could happen. So this arc is looking so fantastic. It's utterly amazing. And let's see. As much as I agree with you about Flare and her evil deeds from the past, I don't think she's on an evil side anymore. Simply because Hiro seems to redeem evil characters with ease and already made 2 attempts to make her more approachable. First by meeting her with the right Zetsu land, and the second time by putting her into Fairy Tail's female bathhouse. Laxus Gadgil, who at first seemed to be a double agent, then stylized to be gray area characters to finally turn into a likable guy. We've already been through this, looked at Sabretooth, Sting, Rogue, especially Rufus Lore, and acted like a douchebag that you would rather expect the side of Observer, but he's a nice now. On the bright side, since she already found herself a guild, she won't be joining Fairy Tail after the arc ends, like it was with her few other characters in the past. Yeah, I think that's also a hint that she isn't. I hope that's a hint that she isn't good, and that she is indeed joining Dark. I just want her to be evil. I want her to be evil. I want this to be something different. But everything that you've said, fortunately, unfortunately, is true. That is the way that Fairy Tail goes. So we'll see how that goes. Appreciate your comments. Okay, NW Order for Life, couple comments. There's definitely going to be people showing up. She didn't just randomly decide to go help Lucy. She's there for a reason, for her guild. Like I said, either more of her guild members show up helping Natsu and Urza, or the guild members will show up. Either way, it's because they all have the goal of stopping Minerva's guild. By the way, give it up for the man who predicted Urza and Natsu wouldn't be able to fight while in chibi mode. It was common sense, really. The villain isn't going to turn his enemies into a kid for nothing. Well, it does make sense, and if you predicted it, awesome. And let's see. And Life in the Boat is basically, and get out the votes whenever you can. And I appreciate that. And I still wish I'd have got this out a couple of days early, but hey, it is what it is. And I'm trying to, make it like a 2-day turnaround because it's a lot fresher in everybody's mind. It's a lot better. And I'm watching other clips, thumbnails people have put from Fairy Tale 346, and Flair's chest is really in a lot of them. But anyway, so she made quite the impression on everybody. The arc overall is looking fantastic. I'm very happy about it. I appreciate everyone's comments as always. So let's just keep seeing where this is going. I'm so much happier with this arc. Alright, anybody can be a Fairy Tale fan. Anybody can be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.